I'm Johnny from Expert Boxing. Right now I'm going to show you guys some fighting footwork tips. Hopefully help you outmove your opponent in the ring and score some punches. The first tip is space awareness. You have to be aware of the space between you and your opponent. You have to know if you're in punching range or not in punching range. The next thing is to be aware of the space between you and the ring. And this is something that a lot of people don't do. They don't pay attention to it. So if you don't pay attention to where you are in the ring, it's very easy for you to, in the middle of the fight, you take out, you look around and you're stuck in the corner. So have your space awareness at all times. You have to know where you are in the ring, and it will change the way you move. It will change the way you fight. The next thing is to take smaller steps. Here's why. If I'm going forward, that means I'm going forward into punching range. I'm going forward to punch. Okay, now if my opponent is far away, then I don't need to jump forward. I just have to calmly move over to him. Step drag or slide or walk over or shuffle over. Relax my way over to him, and then just outside his range, now I can be explosive. And I come in and I fire some shots. Okay? Smaller step. If I'm going backwards, that means I'm going backwards to escape his range. Now, if me and him are far away and we're out of range, that means I don't even have to go backwards. I could just stay here. But let's say we're in striking range, then now I'm going to try to escape. And if I want to escape, all I have to do is a few inches and I'll be out of range. What I don't do is run all the way back, because then he chases me and then I run out of ground anyway. And part of the reason for smaller steps is because moving your entire body is very difficult. It takes a lot of energy to do this. So, stay closer in range, small step, okay? And that way you save your punching, you save your energy for the punching and the defense. All right, so smaller steps, and small steps, much easier for you to stay in position and be ready to punch and defend. Third tip is to stop every now and then, to hold your ground. Okay, so what I mean by hold your ground is that it's sometimes more effective and more strategic for you to just hold your ground and push your opponent back, either with punches or maybe with an arm or with a long jab or even with your body. Okay, it takes you less energy to hold your ground and just push him back. Don't let him into you. Don't let him take up your space. Don't let him push you off bounds. Just stay here and hold it. Okay, if you move, if you run, now you use energy to run, and then you're gonna, because you're running away, anytime you run away, you're gonna end up in the ropes, you're gonna end up in the corner. Now he traps you, and now you still have to hold your ground, and now you're holding your ground for a very bad position because you're in the corner. So I would say if you're in the ring and you see a strategic opportunity, like say you're holding the center, hold the ground. Or let's say he's kind of in the corner or he's close to the ropes, hold your ground right there and force him back. Make him use his legs, make him run away from you. Next tip is to make a hole or play with the hole. So what I mean when I say play with the hole is I'm talking about the connection with you and your opponent. So let's say both of you are in striking range, right? That means there's no hole. What you do, make a hole. Right here between you guys, boom, I open up and I make a hole. And if he's throwing up punches and he commits his body weight, he will fall in and then I can counter him. He'll fall right in. I'm here, boom, he falls right in, I counter. Okay, or I'm here, avoid, and now I'm back in. So open the hole and then close the hole, fire shots. It's easier to do if you take smaller steps. Now, let's say we're super far apart, that we can't even reach each other. That's not a hole. He's not going to throw punches because I'm too far. So come into range, connect, make a hole, and then fire shots. Last tip is about circling, and I want to say circle with aggression. And the reason why is because the fight isn't always about going back and forth. It's not always about going in and out of range. Sometimes it's two guys in range running around each other. Now circle with aggression means this, that you come forward, you put forward pressure, you always, you're circling around him, but you're circling around him into him and putting pressure into him. And if you do this right, he will feel like something is pushing him and forcing him to turn. Or the other way, something is like running up behind him and threatening him from an angle. He will feel that you're running behind him. Okay, I'm not asking you to run into his punches or to brawl or run into his right hand. I'm just saying put a little forward pressure. If you don't put forward pressure, if you don't circle with aggression, you end up looking like this. You're just gonna look like a guy running away, and you're gonna be the mouse. You're a mouse running around, and he's like a big cat in the middle. He holds the ground, and he just turns, and he's relaxed, and you're the one wasting energy. So like I said, put some aggression, and you'll see, it should move him. It will make him turn. And those are my fighting footwork tips. I'm Johnny from Expert Boxing. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or check out my website, expertboxing.com, for more great boxing tips. Thanks for watching.